let's just squeeze the volume down. Hello everyone, how are we? Ah, welcome. Now, ooh, okay, there we go. Back on board. Now, back to some Transport Fever 2. Yes, we've got, we're under construction today. Well, I can't talk. Let me have a sip of my water. La 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 la. We are back under construction today with the new yard that we want to put in. Firstly, welcome everyone. Also, I was away yesterday. I had a birthday lunch to go to. That was kind of last minute. So that's what stopped me from streaming yesterday. I apologize. But we're back. I'm double streaming today to make up for it. And then on through to the weekend for a nice big weekend of gaming and hanging out and all that sort of stuff. All right, so construction yard today. The new sort of rail, shipping and air yard for this side of the map. I want to get that started today. We're definitely not going to be able to finish it, knowing how long it took to do the last one on the other one. It's going to take a little bit to do this one. So either way, let's go to the live screen. Let's jump off the train at the next. Hello, Amy. Jump off the train at the next station. I think it's just around through this tunnel. There's a service station over to the right. Hope everyone's well. Ah, yes, here it is. Oh no, there's another tunnel. Apparently there's plenty of tunnels. Amy, how's Space Engineers going? Have you managed to get back in and get ahead anymore? Oh, that cliffside there looks a bit ominous. Whoa! I've noticed that there's a lot of people at all the stops, so we're going to have to sort that out at some point too. We've got to get back and do some more cool passenger stuff. We've been doing a lot of freight stuff. All right, let's get off here. Yeah, how many people are here? Oh, a lot. Yeah, I don't think these trains can really handle the service anymore. We might have to upgrade these trains, but we'll get to that later. Here's the new train that we put in last time, and it is bringing plastics back. Look at that. Oh, that's brilliant. So it's working pretty well. All right. But today, this is where we're going to be working out of mostly. We might go and do some other stuff as well. You have a small mining ship, which you haven't exploded yet. Yeah! I haven't even got a mining ship yet. I've got to do that, Amy. I just have. I was away yesterday, so I couldn't stream or anything, so I apologize to everyone. Right, this airport's going. This is going. This is all going, and it's going to be replaced. Even this is going to be changed and moved. The cool thing is we know we can get the rail down into this area where I want it. The other cool thing is, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and keep the rail yard section up around here, and keep the airport and the other port section potentially down here. We'll have to see how we go when we play with this. We also do have a passenger line that shunts in down here as well. So let's make sure all of our trains, planes, and automobiles are out of here. What are you? Oh, you're one of these. Oh, you make decent money too. Right, we've got tram services and everything down here, so everything's going to be disrupted for a while. Let's just make sure we got. What do we got? We've got a lot of stuff being imported. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff being imported, and we're exporting steel, and we're using these to bring the steel around from there to deliver here. Okay, when that train is out of here, so let's hit the turbos and get some of this stuff out of here. The two trains are probably the biggest one. Once this, these planes sort of come in all the time. So let's get you out of here, buddy. Oh, by the way, this train here, I added a reversing point in because I realized that it was going to be reversing up and down the whole way. Hello, Death Drop, how are you? Also, Deadshot, I saw you there. And Galarak, I saw you there too. So welcome, guys. Welcome. And everyone else who's lurking in the background. Now, I am sitting over the money. But you don't really need to worry. There's 16 billion in the bank. I don't think you really need to see that, do you? I mean, I can move me if you want. There we go. I'll move me like there. if people really want to see the money, there you go. We're not really stressed about it. So cool. Let's go ahead now and blow all this stuff we did down here for the last episode to get this all plugged in. This mine, we're gonna have to do something here to get this mine. Either we use it or we delete it. I don't know. Maybe we should just give it a little mine area. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to start blowing stuff up. And the game's going to hate me for it. Oh, you would be on there too. I really should have checked that though, shouldn't I? Tram track electric. I'm going to take you right back to the bridge. To there. That's going to go. This is going. This is all going. This train station's going to go. Let's get that train station. Oh, we're going to make it. No, I'll just have to delete you like this. We'll get it all back in one way or another. Yeah, that's got to go. This was all only ever going to be temporary anyway. I could probably leave you there for the minute. We'll just see how we go with that. Now this has to go, even though we just got it in. Does it though? Yeah, it does. We'll incorporate the oil field into the actual place. Oh, damn it. However, I don't mind that. So we'll sort of take up to about here. That poor truck, he's like, no, I'm supposed to be over here. Right, get rid of that. We're hitting it with the hammer. Okay, get rid of all of that. I don't want those little bits there. Okay, we'll leave that bit there. Right. This has to go. These have to go. Hey, Chrissy, how are you? These got to go. Johnny, welcome. Good to see you, mate. Good morning to the Aussies. Good morning to the Canadians. Good morning to the UK-ish people. Good morning to the US people. And anywhere else? Anyone else want a good morning from Oz? This is going to vehicle in the way. I'm going to have to sell these planes then. Damn it. We've got 5 of these aircraft. Manage the vehicles. I'm just going to sell them. We can put new ones back on later. What are you? Hey, who are you? Oh, these are our passenger. Okay, yeah, let's get these passenger ones out of here, please. I won't sell the passenger ones, but the steel ones are gone, and we got to make sure we put the steel ones back in. Come on. Come, mate. Come, we haven't got time for this all day. This poor boat's like, oh, where do I go now? Sometimes you just got to hit that hammer and delete everything, don't you? Right, let's get shot with this. Right. Now, here's the thing. We've got to section off an area for this farm, like we like to do. We've got iron mines everywhere. We're going to have to maybe we can interconnect these iron mines somehow. I just don't like this one on the coastline. I feel like it needs to like live up here. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to delete this. I'm going to move it up here. We want iron mine. That's not really cheating. It's just I just don't think it should live on the water, on the water's edge. Hey, we got some coal here. Am I just not? I mean, some iron. Am I just? Yeah, there it is. Am I just not looking at it properly? So I'm gonna do. going to do something like that. Okay, I'll just put it there. I'll just put it there for the moment. I just think that, yeah, I think that's the way to go. So, in fact, I'm going to take that right back too. After I spent so long in the last episode getting all that in, yeah, that's better for us, I think. Any more things to blow up around here that are going to get in our way? No. Okay, brilliant. You logged on to work to 50 emails. Oh, no, Chrissy. Deathdrop said, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Stellar content. Stellar, because we're going to be going to space again at the end of the week. Today we're double streaming today, people. We've got Planet Coaster 2 after this one for anyone that's interested. We're putting in some new rides today. It's time we put some new rides in the park, and that's what we're going to be doing after this stream today. It was a toss-up between doing Planet Coaster 2 after this or RimWorld, and I was really wanting to do RimWorld, but I'm going to hold on to RimWorld. And, ooh, look at that filthy plane. Ooh, I wouldn't get on that. Right, terrain tools. Let's start. So that's our square there. Right, I've got a bit of an idea with this coastline, actually. So for those that aren't aware, or maybe new or whatever, we put this. Oh, crikeys! We put this massive, big rail, air, and well, there's kind of shipping, but it's truck stops and everything, sort of shipping hub in here. It's a bit of a distribution center with the ability to build trains and send trains all over this section of the map, right? So we're not going to build anything. Well, I don't know actually if it's going to be on this scale. This was quite a big project, but we are going to be we're going to be putting in a dam here, by the way, another dam. We are going to build another one here. I guess the landmass is quite large, isn't it? But it'll be set up very differently. So I'm thinking the shipping still has to be down here along the bottom, which I'm going to square this off here. So to do that, I need the brush size down a bit. I need you to cut in like that for me. We can open up this mouth of this river a little bit. Right, like that. Okay, so that's that. All of a sudden, done. Let's go ahead and just grate this land down to a level that we're happy with, which I think is probably, actually, it's probably this level here. Yeah, that's probably the height I want to be at for that. How do we feel about that height, Ham? I'm just going to test this with my block. I think this is a good height. Yeah, that's a pretty good height. All right, that's the height we're going with there. Luckily for us, we've got 16 billion in the bank. Hey, Chrissy, did you get to do any riding on the weekend? I know that you got rained out at some point, but were you able to go for a ride? Okay, let's go ahead and just get this all to a level that we can work with. Nice big area. We're not beating around the bush today. We're gonna take what we want, and we're not gonna stress about it. How's that? It's all out of shape. That looks a bit better. Okay. Hello, Centaur. Hey, Centaur, have you been back on Space Engineers to do any more? Okay, let's take this. Now, we want this bit of natural coastline up here, but I am going to take it and flatten it a little bit, just probably around to that point there. And because we've got this oil field up here, means we're going to... Maybe we could move the oil pump, maybe not. Huh, what do we want to do with that? I might even take that bridge out of there and we can re-put the bridge back in later. I think that's what we'll do. Right, we'll put that back in later too. Okay, we've got to measure up a couple of things here. So let's go. Let's firstly get our airport that we used last time. Was it Regional Airports 2? There's Regional Airport 1. Can have more terminals. But I think Regional Airport 2 was the one we wanted. And you're saying there's a collision there, right? So, but that's kind of no good because you're going to come in over the mountain. It would be really a lot better. You fly in that way, go around, and you take off that way. That's not bad. It means you come in over that way. That, for the most part, works. Okay, what I'm going to do, it's expensive to put this in, but I'm just going to put it in anyway, right? Just to get myself a bit of an area here, what I want to do. Right, so let's go ahead and take that back a little bit too. Hey, Daniel. How are you? Right, so this one is in. Then I think what we have to do here, I've got to measure out a couple of things. Right, we've got to see how a couple of things work here. Because if I want to have some rail come down, don't have that. Right, and am I going to be putting in some decorative stuff down here potentially? But the port, right, I'm going to get the port in. I realistically need these two. I need this talking to the port. So your connection points are there, right? But I fancy on doing something a little different this time than I did last time. Something like that. But it has to be that height, doesn't it? So if we can come in like that. Okay, so what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up. Now if I get my point here to, let's say, to there, and if I can get a port in here, please. Not that one. Let's go with let's go with I think I like just a vanilla port for this, so I'm going to get you about there. Should realistically, I might be able to get 2 ports on here. One up this side and one up this side. But because essentially I wouldn't mind getting some rail down here as well. Okay. I wouldn't mind getting some rail down here. Death drop, I wish I had 16 billion in the bank. Johnny says, and the decorating's in high gear. Decorating? Isn't that part of the game, Johnny? Like, we're building. I don't know about decorating. We're building. This is a must, a necessity. Right. So if we've got... So I think what we need to do here is give me... Which means I'm going to probably have to take back... I've probably got this port too close. Yeah, delete that. I think you have to put it in like this. About there. Yeah, like that. And then, yeah, that's going to be better for us, okay? We can bring the land to the port, which will be better. I didn't really measure that very well. Yeah, that's how that will go. Okay, so then we get our road. And we can take a parallel off this. Right, and we can get that straight through there. Oh. Now this will all be, this is just so I can get some measurements and I can get things talking. And just to see if we can, and just to get some nice square roads in. Right, so what we've got to do now is, like I said before, that's the connection point we want to there. I'm going to build that. Then I'm going to take you out. Okay. Then I'm going to go, hey, go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I'm actually okay with that tunnel being there. That's a hot mess. But if we go ahead and build that anyway, you don't even know. It's a bit close. It's a bit close. Yeah, that's horrible. Right. We'll get there. We just need to probably take that back a little bit and take this one back a little bit. Right, let's try that again. Except this time I'm going to say this. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to go... if I could just get that lined up. Now that's a better swoop up through there. And this I can fix, right? We can make that even better by actually now doing that. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, not that you see under the tunnel much, but that'll do. And then I'll retain all that. Like, that can get a retaining job. Yeah, we're going under the airport this time because I need to now just see. They don't talk. Okay. They're not close enough. So, the next ploy here. Deadshot, is Disney building a new 5th theme park? Is coming soon in Walt Disney World in Orlando? I have no idea, mate. You haven't been back on, Centaur? Oh, mate, you got to get back on. We need to be slightly closer. Okay. Where do you make it to there? We only have to go back like a street's width. So we literally have to go back to like here. Right? So you go around that bend. If we get this to work, this will be a miracle. Once again, you're doing that. You're doing that thing again. All right, now you've got, it says you've got a crossing there, which means I can probably take back some of this area here, but we also may not need to. That's talking. See? Now they're talking. Only just. Only just. Okay. I'm just going to take back a little bit of this land. Right. Get you squared up. Somehow, I've got to figure out how I'm going to maybe get some rail down there as well. Which is going to be the interesting part. Okay, take that out of there. Now that I know that I can have what I want, I can get this back even just a little bit further. Right. Okay. Like, I probably could. One, two, three, four, five, six. Take that back from about there, like that. Yeah, nice. Good. Right. So, they talk now. Brilliant. They all talk, which is going to help us out a lot in the long run. Hello, Alistair. How are you? So we've got airport. We've got this sort of. Now this actually, being what it is, if I can, I'm gonna have to measure this out now. So it's gonna take a little bit of deleting and putting in here what we're gonna do for this. So we're gonna get this up and around here, just so I can measure this out. Right, so I want you to be. Potentially, we could have one of these out here, couldn't we? Which will then allow me to do that. Yes, that's how I want that to go. Thank you. Not too much deleting needed. That there. Right, that's good. We'll have to get a building in here. Yep.
means I can look forward to a week of continual
Badran!
harassment on this subject.
Badran's become a member. Oh, it was gifted by Sharon. Sharon, you're the best around. Sharon's gonna something forever.
Hey, lad. Don't you want a little wager on the Rat-Aid tourney?
Thank you, Sharon. How are you today? Hope you're well. I've done that wrong again. Hope you're well, Shaz. Shaz. What's going to help me there is if I do this. Yep. We'll give you double trouble there. So do we still talk? No. You talk to that, but because we have no building here. I'm just wondering, maybe we just put this one back in here, right? Seriously, game? Seriously? Thoroughly? Right, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to move that down there. DJ Me Music. Just subscribed on YouTube. Thank you. I'll be watching soon, just cooking my tea. Oh, Sharon, what's for tea? We're going to move it down this way slightly. See how we go with that. That might help us. What's for tea? Thanks for subscribing. I'm just gonna move the land now to the actual. Oh, that's as far as you're willing to go there. Right. I'm gonna have to move the land. So that's the furthest you will go before you want to turn in. Is that gonna leave me enough room to do what I want down that way though? That's the question. Okay, so they still talk, which is good. Right. Then we're going to do some cool stuff. So I'm going to take you like that. Yep. Yep, that's fine. And I'm actually going to... what if I want to bring rail through here, Ham? Be smart about this for a second. Yeah, look, I can bring the rail... so we've got this in the way here. So the rail will have to come around. You'll have to do something shonky and funny, though. It probably can shoot up this way. Steak, eggs, peas, and chips. That sounds like a bloody delightful dinner. So if we could go something like that, that'd be good. But instead we're going to have to go like that, which sucks because of that. Nice if we could just... If I could maybe... Can I delete this little bit? No. Cannot delete that bit. But I'll probably end up fencing that off. Okay. Not to worry. Not to worry. We can get around this. By, I wonder if it helps us take that piece out. Put in that. Mm-hmm. This is all going to be, it's all going to be like, we'll get in the basics today and then it'll probably all have to shift around anyway at some point. Train station there is going to be it's going to be too short for what I want to do to get a turn on there. The train line might have to come down. Might have to pull around. Either way, this is kind of a difficult spot we've got it in. Hey, Steven, send rail over the asphalt landing bits on the port. You mean through here? Yeah. We could do that. We could do that. We could definitely do that. We did that. We did something similar over here. How are you, Stephen? Nice to see you. I had a question for you, actually. It's probably a text message question. I did it sort of over here, like along here. This is the planning phase is always the hardest, right? Just because you got so many moving parts that need to happen when this all comes to fruition, that it needs to all work like clockwork and not get in each other's way, but still talk to each other pretty decently. So what I need is a station. What I need is somebody. But I want, do we need more than one though? That will fit in there. That will squeeze in there. And that will too. That will work. That will work. What's news? What's happening? Okay. Hey Stephen, what are you doing up this early, mate? Are you still in Canberra or are you home now? We're really gonna have to squeeze that in on the road, aren't we? Now, if I just build anyway, let's just have a look at it. We got a bit of clipping here, and I'm not a big fan of that. I need to move that, but that talks. It all talks to each other. I just need to move this over. I mean, it works. Seems very crammed in, doesn't it? But I guess that's that's kind of what we're going with here. We're gonna have to. Right? Right. And I mean, there's probably no point in doing this, putting a second station in here, is there? No, there's not. There's just no, unless you... there's not. But we can run over the top of that, like Stephen was saying. Right, we can get rail down here then. The last thing that's probably... well, we can get the truck stop in over here. We can do a truck stop, yeah? Yeah. I guess that kind of works, doesn't it? The only thing we don't have the ability to do is get a lot of rail past unless we do something that does that. And we need to bypass some trains. Ugh, yuck. I'm just sort of playing with stuff here just to see what we can get and what we should probably not, but I'm just sort of playing with stuff here just to have a look at the moment. Just in case we need to do diversions past here into other areas around here. So I'm just sort of just looking at stuff. Deadshot, a new record-breaking launch coaster for Universal Studios Great Britain is coming soon at Bedfordshire, UK. Are you interested, VanHam Gaming? Well, I don't live in the UK, so while that's cool, can I have one in Australia, please? I'm interested in seeing it though. 100% I'm interested in seeing it. Can't wait. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, that sort of works. Is that talking to the rail though? I don't know if that's talking to the rail so much, is it? We would probably need to do something like this. Give me a cargo platform, thanks. But then my roads, like the road that I wanted to have through here is kind of, you know. That's not going to reach far enough there, I don't think. Give it just, nope. Okay, let's try this. Now, I can't tell if they're talking, even though it says they no, that's the rail talking to that, isn't it? That's not this. This only goes to there. Right, so I need to try and get that closer. It only goes to there. Right. Okay. Take off that little bit there. Now that will get it talking. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I tell you what, it only just talks to that too. Right, so everything talks to each other through here. Okay. Home on the weekend? Oh, it's bloody cold here in Canberra. I bet it is, mate, because like I've got a little blankie over my legs now. It's getting cooler temperatures here, so I can only imagine how cold it's going to be down there for you, mate. I can only imagine that. Right, and then we would just take this road. It's not exactly straight though. That's running parallel with that. That's kind of what I want. Then you can do a little shimmy shimmy at the end here. Yeah, that's fine. Not too worried about that. Okay. What are you doing? Okay, so they're all talking, which is good. Then we can, once we get it all talking, we can then sort of shape stuff, right? We can get some cool, groovy shapes in. I'm potentially thinking about running 2 ports, even. 2 separate ports, but maybe not. Gonna take that right back to there. Right back to there. I can square it off later once I get my landings in. I want to do some cool shapes, but the rail and that aren't really leading me to that. So maybe this port is just it just does cap off the corner here just neatly. Please do a reaction to Ryan the Ride Mechanic on YouTube to see him talking about an hour how roller coasters work. It's very interesting to see how it works. I'll have to have a look at it. I don't know if I'll do a full reaction to it. I don't normally try and do reactions to other YouTubers. But I'll definitely check it out and have a look. Sounds interesting. Okay. Oh, one here. This. Okay, I think that's as far as we can go there anyway, is it? No, it's not. That's as far as we can go with that. Okay. Yeah, okay. Just for the sake of it. Am I going to do anything there? No, I'm not. I think we're just going to have a pretty simplistic port down here. And then eventually I'll probably, when we do the decorative stuff of it, we'll go ahead and put, we'll just like line it with these all the way along. It would have been really nice to have like a bay section here. When I say bay section, I mean something like, oops, that's the wrong one. I'll show you what I mean. Something like, you're kind of just in the way there like that. Something like this. Right? Right? Something like this. Just something a little more interesting where the ships can come down in. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that more. We'll even put an end there. Yeah, I think I like that. Yep. I'm going to have you like that. We'll park some ships down the end here. Bit stuttery, I know. Yeah. And out here we'll put like a small boat section on this end. What are you? You're one and a piece. One and a piece. Yeah, cool. So that's how that'll be in there. We'll get some big ships landing down in here. We need a yacht club, Johnny. I don't know how I feel about this end piece. And maybe have a gap in here. No. Does the gap need to be wider? And if so, how much wider can we get it? Oh, quite a bit wider. Maybe we do something like that then. And have it that wide. Or we have a couple of bays. Oh, this might be better for us. Yeah, I think this will be better. Okay, yeah, that's going to give us plenty more room to do stuff. So now I can go something like this. Can I just see the width of this crane, please? This one. Oh, give me land, lots of land. Although it should probably be down here on this side, shouldn't it? Don't fence me in. So it needs to be like there. Oh, that works. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Sharon, hit or kiss the like button and subscribe. I choose to kiss. Hey, Lucas. What's up, Looney Tunes? Flopping fucking path. Sorry. Stephen, you do the harbour on other side of the... Yeah, it might be too wide, this one, Stephen. This one might be just that touch wider. But I'm okay leaving all the industrial section over here. I'm okay with this. We'll get some shape into this a little bit more now with some of these. Right, we'll get some warehouses over here. Just to bulk it up. We'll put some ships in and around it. Do we want one out here? Why not? Can I have a look at some... Oh, yes. Landings are plenty, right? We'll get those in. We'll definitely get these ones in here, under here, like that. Yeah, that's... ruddy marvelous. Our poor small boats can't go in there, which kind of sucks. I will put another... No, I won't. Is there a X amount of landings you can have? No. It's just because I've extended it so long. You just can't... maybe I need to get rid of that. I'll get rid of that. Right. So what's your problem? Are you just too far away, do you think? Yeah, you're just too far away. So you're literally going... So Johnny's little yacht club is going to be this corner, Johnny. You need rail for the cranes to move on. Yeah, I'll get... Like, calm down. We're only just... this is like the template. We'll get there. We'll get the rail on there. We'll get some rail on there. Don't you worry about that. I think we did some over here as well. Did I? I haven't yet. I did. No, I haven't put the rail on there yet. One of them I did put rail on. Did I do it over here? One of them I thought I put rail on. Or I start... Oh, this one. I started doing some rail stuff down here for these ones, but I haven't got back to it yet. Yeah. With the little stoppers in it. So I have started doing some rail for them. Not these ones, though. Don't look too closely. Have I done it for this one? Yeah, this one's got its own rail. Yeah, so this is an example here. Did some rail for these ones. Dan, what's this about Jody? I think she's okay, but not seen her since we left the gym this morning. Right, fair enough. You both left and separated on the motorway. I'm speaking of gym, after we finish the double stream today, I'm heading straight down the road and signing up at the new gym down the road here too. Can't wait for that. I'm doing it. I'm forcing myself to get back into it. I'm gonna put I'll square that off with some more stuff as well. I think this is coming along swimmingly. Yeah, we'll put some cargo containers and stuff down here as well. But for the moment, yeah, otherwise they float, see? So you have to put some track under them. But for the moment, that will do that. And I think then on this side, right, we'll do something like this with these ones. The trouble is I don't like how they changed the texture. But I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter too much. I just wish there was a better option for that. Maybe it can sit in here, right? Something like that. You know, maybe it can just sit like that. I'll figure it out. I'd prefer to have them down the sides, though, I think. Makes sense for them to be down the sides. Makes sense for them to be in that. Or potentially down in here. But, I mean, we can run another big crane down in here and put some, like, put this in. There is a cargo ship here. Right? So what I like to do is this. Let's say we chuck you there, right? Then we'll get our craney thing. We'll get a oh, I didn't make that wide enough. Bum bum. I can make it wider. Let's say let's make it wider by doing this, right? Then what we do is we go here, get assets, and we go there, and we get some cargo, and basically, no, I've got better cargo here. Well, what's it under? It's not under, no. I always forget what tabs it's under. Is it under the vehicle one? There's one here I've got. Here we go. No, that's that one. Any solar farms in the mods? Not on this playthrough, Johnny. Not on this playthrough, mate. There is a, I've got some other cargo things here. Let me just spam through these little sections because I know that they're here. Here we go. Bang. It's that one with the crane lift thingy. Let's try. Okay, here we go. And then what we do is we say, okay, you know what? We'll go 40-foot ones. We'll go random. 30. Go standard. Let's get maybe. Actually, can I have? Is there a random section here as well? Stacking height 2 times. In a row, side by side, between, space between. Let's get a little bit of gap between. You know, I might go back to 20 footers. Right, and we'll stick it on random, okay? And then let's get 3 in a row, and then you can just start going like this, and you can like literally, because one of these shipping containers comes with it. Seems a little bit high. What we want to do there, and maybe the random height's not really working. Let's go random height like that, and you can just start literally putting these on here. Then we can go maybe some 40-foot ones, go in a row of 2. Now the 40-foots are a bit large, aren't they, for this? You get what I mean, right? You get what I mean. You can just start stacking them in like this. You can also put them down on the port here, and it just makes it look like it's starting to be loaded. That one there I wouldn't keep because it's ridiculous height, but yeah, cool. Am I putting a naval port in? No. No navy needed in Quiet County. Quiet County doesn't need a navy, although there is a navy ship in here, I think. Not that one. That's a world jet. Which one's the navy boat under? Oh, there it is, navy. I mean, if I was in the navy and I was on a ship this Gucci looking, boy oh boy, you don't see many navy boats like that. that good looking. Look at all the SAMs at the back here. These are like these are what the surface to air missiles would shoot out of on a ship. That section looks like we got a bit of a azimuth, couple of azimuth radars on here. You got some end-to-end slot radars on it. We got some nav radars on it. Some regular civilian nav radars on that. That is a luxury naval ship. I know that's all. This must be the ship that all the captains and admirals and stuff go on their end of year party navy trips. This one, the captains, the admirals. It looks cool. Needs to be a flat gray. Too shiny. Okay, back up with the build that we're doing here. Slots, you say, says BC. BC only ever hears what he wants to hear, and if it's dirty sounding, he'll take it. Deadshot, you're not a bot? No, I know you're not a bot, mate. You're right. Okay, let's keep cracking on. Now that we got the ports and everything talking, we have to establish ourselves the ability to pick up here again and get up on this bank around this side. So, planes are going to land in over the top here. They land in this way, zoom around, and they take off this way. We've got plenty of clearance. All this is going to be retained in. Did you hear Amy's news, BC? Amy built a cargo ship and hasn't crashed it yet. How good's that? Quite an achievement. Right. What are we thinking up here? Well, the trains are going to have to come down this way. So we're going to keep you coming straight down that way, I think. You're going to slightly kick out this way, come around here and go down there. We've also got the bridge we're going to have to get back over here. And then we've got a rail yard we need to sort out. So makes me want to really move this. I think we're going to move that. It's just in a bad spot for what we want to do. We'll put it back down, but I need to take this land and take it right back to here. So we can get the build we want. Okay. We'll square that off, neaten it up later. And then the oil, well, maybe the oil field can go over here, and we might have to truck it down into here. Because I wouldn't mind another proper train station. Like having one connected to here, but having another one just on its own validity would be not a bad thing. So let's go ahead and talk rail now. Let's work out how we're going to do this. And I think what we have to do first is establish. I think to do that, you're going to have to do it with a road. That. For memory. Then we can get that in. Right. Okay. Oh, bloody... What are you doing? Get out of the way. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Yep, that's fine. Take you up here. Make a trench for the trains. Johnny, are you taking what I just did in City Skylines and telling me to do that in this? Is that what you're doing? Are you being facetious, Johnny, or are you being for real? I mean, I don't really need to make a trench for the trains. That's going to be good, that build, when I get... when that City Skylines goes through, that'll look good in the end. Gosh. Tough crowd, hey? 57 to a 60. You just need to come back a little bit. Cool. You're going to come down to there, right? But then I want you to come like that. That's a bit quicker, that one, isn't it? That'll do. Right. Okay, so we got ourselves a nice big train line like you'd put under your Christmas tree. Sweet. Now, we're going to have that line that's going to come down this way now. Now, we are making our lines, they are going to be going anti-clockwise as well. And I want to put another train station in probably here. Okay. So, let's get that up. Let's make sure this one has plenty on it. I'm actually going to sit this one in the middle. Yep. Sit you in the middle. Okay. I mean, we've got plenty of room here for activities, but I'm going to have to get a bit of a rail yard going on in here too. Dan? You saw 3 kill. Dan! Hey! Dan! That's brilliant, mate. Are you feeling a bit better about it too? That's so good, buddy. Are you feeling good about it? I'll hold out on that for a sec. I need to bring these guys down. So, 2 things are going to have to happen here. They're probably going to have to feed in that way. Tell you what I want to do. I want to come up here like that. Fine. That's going to come down here. But maybe except, oh, this might work. You're going to be going up like that. At that rate of knots. You're never going to meet up with that unless we do a steep climb. Are we derailing? We're not derailing there. You're only going to be entering back on one side. Which is actually brilliant for us. Right? You're only going to be entering on one side. So that will work. It's just, it's going to be very steep. No, because that's coming down. Ah, and then that'll be a nice gradual up. Right, so that's coming down into the station, which is totally fine. If that's the case, do I want to come down into this one, which I do? Yeah. So I'm actually going to move you and come down into this one. And we're going to take this track out to do it first. Why do I keep clicking on the bloody Navy ship? You were always on my mind. Right. Now, it goes up. Just take that for a sec, because I may have done that wrong, but I just want to take it. It goes, I just need to, yeah, so that's right. Right. You do come down that way into the station. Into the station. Late at night. And that line's going to have to shorten up so we can get into here. That bridge necessarily won't be that bridge, but we'll have a look shortly. Have I got any horror games we want to play? We play at the horror games. We do horror game playthroughs at Halloween when we do them. Right. That'll get retained through there. Oh, that's a little close, isn't it, for my liking, actually? Yeah, it's a little close through there. I don't like that. Might just take you. I'm just going to give you, yeah, a bit of a wider clearance there. Hate that. Better. Okay, sweet. And the other cool thing is we've got the ability now. I should have really sent you. I'm an idiot. Well, no, I'm not actually. It's totally fine. Come down here. And these tracks here are probably going to help out with our other stuff. Hey, Big A. Ah. Thanks. Oh, Fat Delinquent, how are you? Rover's making steel brakes. That's going to be fine. Sending 400,000 tons down a slope into a braking zone. Yep. Yep. Don't you worry about it. It's a nice gradual breakdown into there. They'll be fine. They've got plenty of runoff. Plenty of runoff. It'll be fine. I don't build for super realism. I built to make things look cool. We'll make it look cool. And you'll forget all about the brakes that they need. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Also, welcome. You've been dieting for 3 weeks, Dan. Stayed at home the first week, lost 1.9. Second week, 6.6. Third week. Yeah, nice. Yeah. They get plenty of breaks. Plenty of breaks to work. Okay. Let's keep getting this thing to talk. This line here will be going out potentially. We'll have it go straight for a bit. So we can still have track talking around that way. But we can also head out that way as we need. Because we do have a passenger line that needs to come down here as well. Because we've still got to get our passenger train down here for the Lost Isles hookup. Which means I should look at this bridge first and see, because we've got trams to get over here as well. So I'm thinking maybe if I can get something in here passenger-wise and get the tram section in here. We're in sort of the planning phase for this place anyway. We'll go, let me just square this off, hey? Okay. Might even leave that there for the moment. Do need electric. I guess there's no ships passing under there, so it doesn't really matter. What I don't want is that. We'll go back to our concrete bridge, I think. Bit of a causeway looking thing. Yeah, something like that. And then it's a shame that I haven't brought it in square with this island, so maybe I will. Maybe I'll go back and square that off. Yeah, I think we will. I'm going to take that. No, I'm going to take that anyway. Yeah, I'm going to take that anyway. And we'll have, right, so now we've got to figure out, because remember how we put this station in here? I probably would have preferred the station to be on this side so I can run the passengers past there. I'm going to have to flip this. This is going to have to come on the inside here, which is definitely going to make this harder because we've only got to there. Big A's lurking for a while. Lurking while fixing dinner. Big A, what's for dinner tonight? Sharon, wish I could forget about brakes. I had a fight with my loss yesterday. You got annoyed and rammed it with my wheelchair. Result. The Sete 1, Sharon 2, broken toes. Oh, Sharon. Yeah, I want this rail now to be on this side. It's not really going to work unless I split the tunnels underneath. Right? Unless I do something like that. Which it's going to take way too long to pull that tunnel up out of there. And even if I did do it, oh, it's still got connection there. You'd have to, you wouldn't really have that next to an airport. Nah. Nah, I hate it, hate it, hate it. Okay, what if we just do this, right? Building. I might be able to get 2 stations in here then by doing this. I'm going to build that anyway. Yeah, and I can cover that tunnel in, which will be fine. I'm just trying to get, because what I want to do is potentially send a passenger train down there instead. And I don't want to have cargo trains pulling up right there and holding it up. And the passengers can then divert into here, terminate, get on a tram and over the bridge, right? And then back out this way. The other thing that I have taken away is the ability for the passenger airport, haven't I? Big A, Italian sausage, roasted peppers and zucchini with a bit of gnocchi. Sounds delicious. I suppose we could do a passenger one in here, right? So the passengers get off here and we can bus them over to there. Or maybe we can send a tram up in here as well. I'm gonna put the I'm gonna put the passenger section here. And then we can decorate this up separate of the actual that stuff, right? We can make this look a little bit better. But at least we got the capacity for passengers. We can figure that out later. For the moment, let's see if we can get this turned around. By doing that. Right, sweet. I think that's better. I'm just wondering if we should just leave this one anyway as a backup. I probably will. Right, yeah, I want you there and then you. Cool. That'll do that. Right. Yeah, I'm probably happy with that. And I'll leave that one there just anyway as a backup. And then down in here. Do 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 do. Ba da ba da ba. Okay, I just needed you to be about there for me. Right. No, I'm gonna have to shorten you up. All right, I'll do the road bit after. I'll do the train station first. So let's go building, passenger. Let's get this one looks quite nice for down in here. If it's gonna have to come in here and go back out that way, it almost needs to sit on that angle, doesn't it? But I don't really want it to. I think that'll be stupid. That just won't look right. They're going to be trammed over here into town anyway. As long as I can get... Oh, no, hang on. Because my exit's that way. So they can come down in here. Okay. Hang on. How about we... I'm going to have to leave some room for more rail. This became harder all of a sudden because... No, we're going to send them... We're definitely going to send them back out that way. So they're going to come down in this way. Through here. Get off. So, no, essentially I'm going to need to have a... I'm going to need to do this. And we don't need 2 platforms. We only need 1. And it realistically just needs to sit like that. That's all it needs to do. Yeah. And that's better. Okay. I had to think about it for a bit. And because these tracks here... are going to be like that. Let's just say that's our distance there. Yep. Let's take you back slightly. And then into, what are you? You're the inside one. Well, you might want to marry up like about, no, you don't actually. Bring you further up. Sure. Okay. We're getting there. We're starting to make some progress now. We still need the rail yard section in it as well. Dan, 3 more days till the 1 terabyte hard drive arrives. 3 days. I've just started my 3-day bloody... my last meal last night was chicken schnitzel, avocado, and a big bunch of broccoli. That was my last meal last night, and I'm back on the 3 days again. Yeah. Sofa Fat Delinquent says sofa wrestling sounds fun. What the heck's... Oh. Sharon loves a good sofa wrestle. You've been wrestling with that sofa for days, Sharon, haven't you? Right. Because you guys are the inside track, I'm actually going to do this. Move you to be the inside track as well. Too close. There we go. Take it to there. Good. Excellent. Right. Now, we still have to have the ability to get back up that way as well. So when the trains roll around, I guess they can come and bypass the passenger station. Yeah, we could get it to bypass the passenger station. Go that way. Why not? Yeah, why not? A little steep for my liking. That means you don't need to be double tracked there. I'll leave that for the moment. Can I have you come around, please, at that height? Will you eventually get to there? No, you won't. But that's a little better. I'll take that. It's going to be slow going. But it'll be fine for the moment. Oh, the neighbor and the son are going to get rid of it for you, so it's good. Nice, Sharon. Yeah, how good's a good neighbor? I used to, place I lived in Bondi, the lady next door, gosh, she was a character. She used to, she would have been, I think she was like 89 at the time, and she was always out walking, exercising, walking. She looked like she'd seen a fair bit of sun in her day. She looked like a leathery handbag, put it that way. But oh boy, and she was quite funny, right? So I lived in this really nice apartment block, very old building, but really done up over Bondi Beach. And she owned it. She'd lived in there her whole life. And she actually rented out one of her spare rooms to backpackers. And she clearly shouldn't, because she has anger issues. And so I would constantly hear yelling. She'd be yelling at the backpacker that she let live in there. for doing the wrong thing or not like, and I was just like, oh, if I was a backpacker, there's no way I could live in that place with her. Anyway, she used to come and get me to change light bulbs and everything for her for all the time, do stuff, right? I always used to help her out. She she comes to me one day. I get this knock on the door. Oh, oh, yes. Oh, hello, Anita. How are you? Yeah, good. Can you drive me down to the place? I said, okay. It's the first time she's ever asked me to drive her anywhere. Normally she gets a taxi or she actually drove herself. I said, oh. She goes, they don't want me to drive anymore. I said, who doesn't want you to drive? She said, the police. I was like, well, I said, is that because you're, like 89, almost 90, you're like getting pretty on now? No, I got done drink driving. She loved a bottle of wine. Oh man, she loved a bottle of wine, and she got done drink driving. I was like, oof, yeah, okay, it's probably best you're probably not driving anyway, to be honest. But yeah, God, that was funny. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll split this. I think I'll split this off that way earlier. Makes more sense. Yeah. What a funny. No, I didn't do that for this reason. Okay. Right. This is the reason why I didn't do that. So down in here, I'll have the tram yard. What a funny lady. And that was the last time I saw her would have been 2018. So I don't know. I don't know if she's still alive, obviously, but boy oh boy, what a character she was. She did not care. I think she was at that age where she was just like, I don't care, I'll do what I want. Like just total disregard for everyone and everything. Deadshot, you're going to go to bed now. Good night. Have a good sleep. Stay safe. Stay glued to your screen. Right. Now, in here, because I'm going to have the tram yard in here. I want to think of a good system here for this first, actually. Can I just have you come up like that? I'm going to square you off that way. And I'm going to get this nice... We don't need that many, do we? Potentially, because I might run a tram. I might run a tram that gets the people from, like a small little bus, or maybe like the airport shuttle that brings them from over here down over as well. I might need a little bit more land back here. Because maybe I'll just put in a crossing, right? Oh, by the way, is that electrified? Oh, yeah, it's electrified. Yeah, maybe I'll just put a crossing in there and we can get our airport shuttle in like that way. That's what I'm thinking. And then, so what we'll do, buildings-wise, we probably only need this with the 2 stops. Huh. Well, I can put another building on that, maybe. Or they can walk in from there. So I think we'll do it like that. We'll put that one there. Electrified, thanks. You're still a bit crook, aren't you? Oh no, you're smack on. Right, so we'll go that one there. This one won't be a tram. This will just be a shuttle service from here. Right, that'll just be a nice little shuttle service that'll take them down this way. Although I put that in there, so maybe I don't need to now because I can get this little road in here. But what I'll do is I'll have it like that. Right, and then we'll have a nice little curve like that. Right, sweet. That'll come straight down under the tunnel, up this way, and drop into here. You know, a double causeway would look good, but I'm not going to do it. Oh. So... I'm going to have... I was really hoping for smoother curve through there for the trams, but I suppose that turn will be fine. I was really hoping for a nice, more rounded turn. Now, we are going to have the tram yard going that way. So tram yard out here. Right, cool. Get it, got it, good. Let's get the starts of our tram yard in, shall we? We'll use this building. Can I have you with a... let's go with a... yeah, we'll leave one with a yellow. Red. Yeah, we'll go with red. Okay, let's plug in this so we can get a bit of tram yard in. Right. We'll get some like mechanic pits over the top of this as well. Should be fine. Actually, can I have you? Thanks. Right. Something like that. Right. Right. Yep, I hate that. Hate that. I'm just thinking about like, you know what, it's just not going to do it. When I set this yard up to look like something, that's fine. I'm going to have little dip down bits, sheds like I've done before with the tram yard. BC's back. BC's back. I'll figure it out later. We'll have it fenced off. It'll be its own sort of thing just outside of this this area in here. Cool. So we can bring a bus in here and we can bring a tram in here and that'll be more than enough. That road can go. Yeah, good. Realistically, like that into there would have been probably a better approach. Can you do that, actually? Can you get into there? Sort of. That's a little better. What if I just take this out and I can get something that looks better from there? Yeah, that'll make me feel happier about that. Cool. And then this road. Yeah, nice. That'll be the road that brings the bus in. Yeah, that's a better layout. You don't have a connection into here though anymore. Um, oh, that's horrendous. I mean, you could spend hours just trying to design something, but in the end, we'll just do that. I'll fix that up later. Whatever. That's the tram yard. It's back. Right. So, what we can say is our trams. That's the train line. Stations following cargo. No, no, no. Where's the tram line? It was down into here. It is Lost Isles tram link. Can now go from West Street. Manage that line, thanks. So after West Street, can you just drop into here, please? And you can actually swing into platform number 2. No, platform 1's fine, actually. That's fine. Cool. So that's our tram link hooked back up. One done. Take me to the other side. Right, tram link done. Right, we're getting some good layout here. We're getting some Gucci looking stuff here. Potentially. With Fat Delinquent's nice big braking zone down through here. It is quite steep, isn't it? I could potentially start the descent up further and make it more gradual. That's a thing. So we can look at that. We can look at adjusting that later. Now, I still do want a road in here. But what we have to now look at, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of all this crap in here. We can always put trees and stuff back in later, but we'll probably make it look. The decoration comes later, infrastructure now. Okay. Let's get that out of there. All right. We have a sip of water. Passenger line. Let's get that hooked up now. This is our passenger line here. I'm going to get you out of the way first. You can just be put back in soon. Thanks, autosave. Okay. That's probably fine there. So you're going to have to come in that way. But do I want to slide you down this way? And then into that groove? And I think I do. Right. Right. Okay. So that comes in there, stops there. The train then goes around this way through the station, and it's going to have to head back out on its own line. So we've got two things to do here. We're going to have the ability for... Oh, this is interesting. We've got this outside lane here, which I don't know what it's doing at the moment. But if we don't hook it in properly, it's going to become a problem later. Where is it? So what we can do here... Clearly get you back around on yourself. And we can get you back onto yourself. Right? Still leaves out two ones out there, but we also can put a little cross junction in if we ever need, or I suppose actually, no, we don't even need to do that, do we? Because we can always just do this. Seriously, game. Far out. Right, we can do that. Makes a bit of sense. And we can even send this one off that way then. Yeah, okay, sweet. So we've still got the options for all of that, which is good. We want that. We don't, however, have it for that one. But we can always merge this one. Like that, right? We can always do that if we need to. Not that I condone that at the moment, but either way we can. Now, if we want to get these lines out that way, we would have to merge them over to that way. Remembering that we're running these, we're running this place all anti-clockwise, right? So it has the ability to get over there. I don't know how happy I am about that. And it has the ability to get out that way. And this has the ability to get over there, to get around and get other places. So that's good. That's sort of... And then like this obviously can come up that way. No, I don't know what we'd use that for, but it can tuck around that way eventually. Maybe if we got other stuff to do as well. All right, cool. So let's see if we can get stuff talking today again, and just so we can get the game. Let's just try and get the game working to where we had it, which means we got to put our oil field back in. I think I said over here. And what I'm probably going to do this time is I'm going to truck the oil down to here to get lifted and shifted and sent out. Yeah. Right. That brings me to the next point. Can I... Get you hooked up there, please, champ. Can I get a road up to here? Got a couple of big truck stops too. Okay. It's always fun building these big distribution centers. I always enjoy it. Okay, so that's that. We have to have the ability to get over to here too. So let's get a nice bridge. 2, 3. You get there with a 3. You will not. You'll do 4. You will do 4. This is purely so I can get the measurement here. Right, then this can go back to that. We'll go flat as flat as we can from there, I think. So you're going to be like there. Yeah, I don't mind you being like that. And you're going to go flat. Sweet. Although, I don't know about that big dip you want to do there, so no. How about no? Right, better. Then, that road... like that. And don't worry about all the land looking all jagged and squared, and we'll fix all the land later. Like, a lot of decoration has to go into this place. A bit like we did last, can you actually, last playthrough, can you do that for me? Yeah. And I might actually raise the land up on this side a little bit. Make it a little hillier through here. Will I, or will I keep it flat? Can you just do that? And get it looking even? Sort of, anyway. The actual bridge. Go like that. Right, and then we can tuck that. Yeah, actually, yeah, it's better if we leave this flat up here, I think. Much better. Can you... Oh, God, I hate when it does that. Okay. Yeah, better. Right, so we've got connectivity up to there. So you are stuck on yourself because you were actually transporting from... You're going to be actually coming into here now. Right, so let's get you a big nice truck stop, please. We're going to have a drop-off truck zone, which is going to be this one, for drop-offs only. Then we're going to have a pickup one. So with our streets in here, I've also got to be wary. I wanted to get some rail yard in, didn't I? Okay, now I know what I'm going to do. The rail yard section is going to sit out here. So the trains are actually going to come out and through this way and join up into the rail yard so they can get out and around and distribute. Yup. We figured that out. I'll get to that shortly. And then in here, there's a lot of space. Wow, we got a lot of space. We probably could have put a better airport in, couldn't we? Like, we could have fit a whole nother airport in here for the passengers. What do you think, guys? Do you think we should bring the passengers in here on this airfield here and get them set off that way? Or should we put in a proper airport? I don't think we should, actually. It's only for... Well, I guess this is bringing a lot of people over to this side of the map, though, isn't it? I think maybe we should have a cargo airport here and a separate passenger airport. I think we have to. Now that I've done all this, I don't think it matters. I think it makes more sense to have this. You know what I mean? Makes more sense to have that. Yeah. And then we can just keep this as what it was, which is cargo only. And then this will move down into here. Yeah. I can still have this. You could fit 3 airports in there. I know, Centaur. We don't need to, because now what I had before is I had cargo and passengers all in the one, but now we don't need to do that. We can get something quite unique and nice in here now, which will be better. Yeah, much happier with that idea. It probably makes sense to bring trams out to here too, doesn't it now? We should bring a tram all the way out to the airport. I don't mind still doing an airport link though. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to make this. I don't know why I have to do that. Is the high? No. One way. Oh, we got to use these roads for one way? Seriously? Yeah. Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Suck it. Airport drive. It could be a mullet airport, business business at the front and party at the back. Right you are, Big A. Right you are. Oh, that's a classic. I think I want to have another tram stop. Yes, yes I do. Now that I've done that. Oh no, tram over rail doesn't exactly bode well. Especially if we have to put catenary on that rail. The trains are going to get, nah, that doesn't work. No, we can't. We got to bus through here. Yeah, we got to bus that. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Yeah, we got to bus from in here. That's all right. We'll get a nice little airport coach that will take them. Lucas. There's a second Lucas in chat. Imposter. Lucas, the other Lucas has been around the channel since almost the start, actually. He's a good egg, old Lucas. Loves it. Loves the dirty joke. Just throw him under the bus there. You don't need that. Right. That's good. We can get, yeah, we'll get some nice decorative stuff up around here as well for this airport. And we'll still get our airport link in. Yeah, I'm a little bit happier about that. The other cool thing is we've still got enough room to get the roads in and around here that we want as well. So, just for connectivity. Right. I don't want that square road there. It will curve you. Thank you. Okay, we're getting there. We need a lot of parking and car rental for the airport. We will get that, don't you worry. Lucas, we'll be putting a dam up here for you, mate. The Pritchard Dam. The Pritchard Dam. Another dam will be going in. You bet your damn ass it will. Oh, don't you love when things just work like that? Okay, sweetness. We've still got to get our truck stops in here now. So, down in here. I'm going to go one way again. Why not? Because I fancy it. Buildings now. On the board. Oh, I should have done it around that. That was the drop-off one, but that doesn't matter necessarily. So this will be, like I said, for drop-offs. And these will be for pickups. Right, so come in here. So if we've got trucks only doing drop-offs, they will only drop off there. If they're doing drop-offs and pickups, they can do it from in here. And we've got room to expand the truck areas to put more truck stops in and that sort of jazz and whatever, which is totally fine. So the cool thing about that is now I can say to this, hey, buddy, you're supposed to be doing the plastics, manage that line. Can you come in here? You're just doing a pickup. No, you can come in here. Sure. Right. So you're back to being fixed now. Right. Cool. Which is totally fine. Our ship's up. So this is all going to have to get a fix up too, right? These here. We've got to get you talking in here now. Where are you going to give it to? Into there. That's fine. And the cool thing is that now. Okay. The airport's decided. Okay. The planes have decided they know where they're landing. So we know that that is talking to that as well. So they're good to go. The only trouble is that doesn't talk to that station. Does that matter? No, because it never did before. What does matter is the fact that we don't have our oil filled back. We need to get that sorted too. But first, I want to get in our rail buildings. And then all the decorative stuff comes later, right? Did someone say damn? You call it now I don't want to stuff the Lucas says we Dutch call it a. I don't want to stuff the airport. I mean the airport. The name up on this that you've said here, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. But what do you call a dam? A dike? Is it a dike or a dick? A dike? You know, I don't want that there. Have you there? to deliver the cargo of the train to the airport. We can, yep. We can have some airport luggage trains running later if there are mods. Is that to Henry? Yes, please. Is that to now? I'm just going to say this. Is that to so when all the lost luggage, we can transport the lost luggage out of there to people back where they live, right? Groovy. Now, is this going to work for me if I do this? This is, I'm probably going to have to play around a few times with that, oh, wait, why are you not doing the thing? Yeah, I'm probably going to mess around a few times with the structure and the layout of how I'm going to get this to work, but, oh, you're just wanting to do your own thing? Okay. I don't think so.
That's what she said.
Oh. Scared the crap out of me. Did you see me jump then? God's sake. Oh my God. Right, I've done that wrong, haven't I? I pulled into the wrong section there. Right, from here. Can you slip? You can slip there. You can slip there. You can slip there. You cannot slip on those. Don't know if I like that or not then. Don't know much about history. Let's take you around into here, please. Right, okay, before we do that, we've got 4 lanes here, of which you're going to go there. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. Although you could go there. Yeah, that's a better result. And then you're going to go there. Right. Nice. Still looking for a luggage train, are you? Yeah, worth it. Scared the crap out of me, PC. Oh, dear. Hello, Henkies. Going to the sun. I don't really want them connecting out the back here, but I mean, there's nothing to say they can't. 46 is slow, but like it would be good to have them swoop up into there though, wouldn't it? Just in case they decide to come out the backside, right? You know what happens when that happens, right? We'll give it. We'll let them have it. We'll get them coming out the backside too. Why not? Why not? I love when the game just wants to do its own thing. That way, it won't complain to me when I say, I need you to get out of here and go when I select a train to buy. And it goes, you know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to listen to you. Right. First one in. Oh, that's beautiful work there. Amy said hello, Neon. Where's Neon? I don't see Neon in the chat. Neon, are you there? Oh, there you are. Oh, you're back up there. Hello, Neon. Oops. How's it going today, Neon? You haven't come under attack yet, have you, today? Right, still don't know if I'm completely sold on this setup, but for the moment, it's a thing. It's going to work. We just want it talking today. We want to get it talking, and we can, much like the other one we did, the other distribution center, we can adjust it, play with it, move it around, change things as we go. Secondly, let's get this in now, because I deleted this before, but yeah, I want to put it here. I think it makes more sense here. Then I can do all this farmland. Then all these iron mines can be like painted in and turned into actual iron mines. We can get this place looking really cool. So let's go ahead and not so far. You have more turrets, and you haven't had anyone test them yet. No testing for the turrets yet, Neon. Right, we're gonna wallop you here. Right, so we get you back in. That's fine. I'm actually just going to do this through here as well, just to get that looking a little bit nicer again. That, I still don't know what I'm doing there. So, we still need to get this talking to that road. I'm actually going to use this country road. I'm going to keep this one the same. We'll have to get this painted into. How do you feel about not doing that? It's a shame, you know. I mean, a bridge for that? I guess they would put a bridge in, maybe. Just maybe a little tyke. A little tyke.
That's what she said.
I've got a better idea for that bridge too. Right, what we're going to do in here is do this one, that one. Oh, it's slightly off center. No, no. Whoa, that's an interesting bridge. Okay, So, give me that. Give me that. Oh, you're willing to give me that, are you? God, that's hideous. You know, this is all sorts of wrong. So, instead, that's a much reasonable height there. Much more reasonable. Much more reasonable. Right. Right, yeah, much better. Yeah, heaps better. It looks much nicer. I still want to try this if I can. Yeah, yeah, I like that. Thank you. And then what I'm going to do through here is this, potentially, with maybe the possibility of coming back later to change it all. Just makes sense through there a little bit more as to why that bridge is like that. Right. Yeah, anyway, whatever. I play with the landscape later, Ham. We get a little truck stop in here, please. Can I get a now if we're gonna have some decorative stuff here, so I want probably one of these if I can. I'll get you talking to that there. Yeah, that although the dirt one probably would be better, but I'll leave this one. You're going to be going from there down into... You're just dropping off. So you are just a drop off. Thank you. Yes, using the one-way roads nicely. You're just going to be crude, by the way. Oh, we made you blue. You're going to be just... Lost Isles crude truck. Okay. That bridge is not very level. It is now, Johnny. The bridge is level now, mate. You can get your level out and you can put it on there. It's bloody level. But the first one, you're right. The first one was not. The first one was definitely not. And all this grass, everything will be painted, right? Imagine this, right? How it is. How we've come a long way today, right? In the 2 hours and 30 minutes we've had. By the way, in 1 hour, we're going to be over at Planko. I had thought about doing some more Space Engineers tonight because there's stuff I want to do there, but I'll save the Space Engineers stream for the Friday stream. You got to imagine this, what we've done here. So a lot of this detailing, the painting, everything is going to be done over at the other side eventually, right? Fence work, containers, construction yards, more of this cool stuff here where there's like that stuff going on. So more like truck yards and workshops and where they put the construction vehicles and yeah, so a lot more of this stuff to happen over at the other place. Hey, Henka. Oh, buddy, Henka. I'll give it to you shortly, mate. Yeah, I'll get you a treaty shortly. And the farms. We got to do all the farm work, trees. We got to do these iron mines. What? Yeah, we got to do these iron mines. We're putting another dam in, right? So this dam setup we had here, we're going to do something a little more on a larger scale through here. And I've got a brilliant idea on how we're going to do it. Oh, yes, I do. So, yeah, picture that down in here. A lot of this middle section of the map is going to get this, the same attention, and then we've got to obviously head back down to the South Island and clean all this up too. Right. go back. Oh, no, on that. So we need a truck. We need some trucks for that. What we don't have down here is a truck distribution center. But you know what I actually want to put in here? Let's go MRAT, Golf, Luxoil, Total. Let's go a Total. Yeah, we'll go that there. I just realized this road's all raised up and I don't like that. Better. I didn't raise you to be like that, road. See what I did there? Yeah, you did. Do I want to run that like that? Yeah, sure I do. All right, let's get them a couple of trucks, shall we? Buy me some tanker trucks. So, oh, yes. We haven't used any of these variants of tanker trucks. Now, we had a Total here. Oh, Total trucks. Johnny says, I do believe this headache needs some good medicine. Neon says, back in the 80s next week? Oh, 80. I thought you meant like the actual... Let's start with, I think 4 will be more than enough. Set you guys on Lost Isles, Brood. Right, that's going to be kind of cool because we've got a Total service center down here. And they've got now, now? Cliffside Plastics, temp hold on train. Now that, we have to tell that train now. Manage that line. Right, so the old, yeah, we don't have to worry about this now anymore. So Craggy Crater cargo can go. I can delete that too. And what's going to happen is you're going to be coming down into here. Cliffside halt. Then you come back. Baby, come back. It's a big drive, I know. And you're supposed to split off down into here. Maybe come into 4. Yep. And then here's the thing about that is you've got to actually go one way. One way or another. We're gonna get you one way or another. We better put our I gotta do, is Steven still here? I always forget this, Steven, but I do need the one where they use their horn as they go through there. I've got to remember to put those in, right? I always forget. A lot of signal work going in. However, you're still not going. You're still trying to back up on yourself. Oh, no, you're not. Ah, right. I see what you're doing. You're doing the wrong thing. I want you to come in one, but before there, you know what? When in doubt, do it again. Add station. Can you please be on? Yeah, number 1. Then I want you to come all the way down to here. Blend to here. Why, game? Can you not figure this out for yourself? It's yeah, the signals are in. Something's not connected right. You can come out of here. You can come through this way. Why am I having to force to tell you this? Ah, there it is. There's the little sucker. You cheeky bugger. I blew it up. I blew it up earlier. Okay, now we're good. We got there in the end. Right. And I don't have to tell it everything it has to do now. Sweet. Sweet. Now, East Coast Airlink. That, let's manage your line now, please. You're coming down into this station. Oh, because I haven't put Catenary on it. Damn it. I need to remember to build with Catenary. I wonder if we should make this Airlink. Have we got any diesels we could switch it out with? Multiple units, diesel. We do have the inner city 125 here. Does take a capacity of 124. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna replace you with that. Oh hell yeah. Right. So now, yeah, that's nice. I like it. That'll be cool. What's we've got other trains stuck in there. Can I just have a look at your line, please? Yes, you do the thing. You do the thing. You're doing the thing. Good. And then you back up to here to run into lower backwater. Yeah, beautiful. Right. So it's probably not going to... The train's probably going to run... Well, actually, the train's probably too expensive for that line. We never got that many people rolling on it, to be honest. I realistically should have these. I need some more passenger old mates. It's a bit expensive for what we're doing. So I'm going to do away with it. We're going to electrify this area. We're going to electrify it. And you're going to bloody like it. Okay, give me the upgrade tool, please. I have to go through and fix all these tracks as well at some point. Right. So, yeah, I'm going to switch you back to the train you were.
That's what she said.
Have we had any results from the Port Macquarie Ironman last weekend? No, we have not heard from Fury. And the worst thing is, here's the thing. I would have gone down there to try and see Fury, but trying to contact Fury is the hardest thing because he doesn't have any ability to contact through Discord or anything. So it makes it really hard for that. So I don't know. We don't know until we hear from him. So we need to send all our love and encouragement. If he's like, he would have had to do the big flight. They would have done that. I do know last week Fury had only just finished a lot of work on the farm. They'd been sowing snow beans and everything. Send a letter, mate. It'll be next Port Macquarie thing by then. But yeah, we do need to know how he went. Definitely. I'll go to 52 for this one. I just made sure I electrified that whole area. Oh, I haven't electrified this station. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Right, well, so we'll rattle the electric train through there still. Fury was, as last we know, Fury was doing the Port Macquarie Ironman. That's what he'd been training for. So we don't know how that's going. We just don't know how that's going. Lost Isles Airport. So your new Lost Isles Airport is this one. Right, sweet. We've got a lot of planes that are going to be crossing over each other here, but that's okay. Right, and then the Lost Isles machinery delivery. Oh, yeah, you're delivering into town there. You can do with the truck upgrade too. You're going, oh, the machinery delivery are coming in via the airport. Now, if I go ahead, here's our passenger terminals, by the way. I don't want that though. I want, I go ahead and put you there. You guys just don't quite talk, but what if I configure you to be... No, it's probably going to have to do with your building, isn't it? Regional airport building with street access gate. Gate and jetway access. Yeah, see, I don't want that because now you're going to do passengers. And we don't want that. So just give me that. No, you're still doing passengers. I want the one that's that one. I think they are just set up for that anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now you talk to that. Sweet. So our little line here. Manage that line. Add in. You're doing a pickup, so you can come into here as well. And can you please come into number 2? Can you get some new vehicles as well? Those things are rotten.com. But there are some cool little delivery vans that we can get here. So let's go with the... Didn't know. There's a tools one here, I swear. Spa Metro. Not that. Race truck. Oh, with machine parts in it. That's fun. They can take only 16 though. Let's go with Europe car. Seeing as it's coming out of the airport, we'll go with some Europe car ones. Hey, Alistair, how are ya? Have you ever seen the GTA trailer? Actually, Alistair, before I fired up the stream today, I saw the GTA trailer was on my news feed, so I'll go back and check it out later. Or do we want to look at it? You know what we'll do? At the start, next stream, which is in 10:30 my time, so in 40 minutes time, we're going to be doing Planet Coaster 2. At the start of the Planet Coaster 2 stream, next stream, in 40 minutes, we'll watch the trailer to GTA 6. Good call out, Alistair. How are you, mate, by the way? Right, so we've got everything talking again. Interesting. It says we do, but whether or not things work is going to be the big key. The other thing is I took away all the planes that were on... no, we don't. So this line here. We took all the planes away. I remember I blew them up. I sold them. Actually, I didn't blow them up. I sold them. Manage the vehicles. Buy me. Now, we were using the 100 Hercules here, the Lockheed's, which take a good amount of 24 capacity. I just feel like these are going to be too... Oh my God. Righto. Talk about some cargo. These planes are going to be a bit large. Look, it's probably due we check out this. Let's get like let's get 3 of these. And set it on Yoko Airways. Yeah. Look how ridiculously large they are. They feel a little large for this, but maybe they aren't. Right. So things are going to have to kick back in, right? So what we've got to make sure is the oil's going to kick in here, which it is, right? Oil's kicking in there. Brilliant. Which we need to make sure that the steel is still going to get delivered down to here. Consumers, yep, quite south. So, yep, they're consuming still. So, yep, good. That's going back up. So, that's a good sign. Okay. And we've got some planes coming into land now. You know, these passenger planes here. Maybe we could do an upgrade on these passenger planes. They are pretty old, aren't they? Let's manage these 3 vehicles. Let's replace these 3 vehicles. Now, we are using the Boeing 737s on this. Take 20 people. We could switch it to the 757, or we've got the 747. How big are they though? Oh, they're large. How about we get some different ones though? Let's switch you out. Or let's get a British Airways one. I kind of wouldn't mind different size planes though too. No, You know, we'll leave it. MGL. Good morning, mate. Pink deliver vans, Johnny from Euro Truck Sim. Yeah, we got to get back to Euro Truck Sim. We got to get back to Flight Sim. So many games we got to get back to. Let's go with the KLM, just for something different. Cool. Oh no, you're right. Bang! And that's what happens with these airports that are, these planes that are too big for the airports. Ladies and gentlemen, you are flying on the Spirit of Australia Qantas jet to Longreach. Apparently we go to Longreach. Come fly with me, let's fly away. How's our little passenger train going? We had trade talks today, went as well as expected. Ah, look at all the weeding we have to do. Steven said, thanks for the lack of update, RE Fury. Yeah, I don't know, Steven, I'm as interested as you, mate. We have to just, we won't know until Fury comes back and tells us. It's a shame, like, yeah. I mean, we don't even know if he ended up being able to make it yet, because does anyone know? Did anyone speak to Fury or see Fury? Because last I knew is when he dropped into the stream, Fury said that they'd just finished doing how many acres of bloody soybean planting. It was so much, and he'd been working his absolute butt off trying to get everything done. So it'll be interesting to hear. Oh, let's upgrade these trams too. They did land a 747 at Longreach. It overhung the runway and will never be able to take off. It's now as a museum feature in Longreach. Let's replace these. Okay, we got the LSVs. They look alright. These LVSs, I should say. I like these. Love these Toyamas though. These are cool. That's a tight turn. If it has to go in here, I might switch out these trams. Oh. I'll leave them for a bit. Right. Now, one thing I didn't realize. No, that should be right. We've got to make sure that this steel can get dropped off to these planes. Because remember the port here, yeah, the port is talking to that. So can we get a have we got a boat coming in here with steel yet? No. So let's make sure this works. Our little river barges. This is going to get a change up because I think maybe we should probably be, instead of using the ships here, we should probably be using the trucks. But this port's going to come in really handy when we have to start we'll eventually get back to this one, Stephen, that we put out so many moons ago. Our opposite side of the river one. This is the one Stephen was talking about earlier. We will get this thing absolutely working soon. and we'll get it talking with this port and this port, which this needs a rework too. I hate this port. Absolutely hate it. Johnny, can I have the emoji for what we call this, please? Please give me the emoji for that. Also, there is a yacht club that is going in here with another rock wall section for the lighthouse. But that's all stuff we're going to get to in this season. Much like we did over here with all of this, we're going to start incorporating a lot of that stuff down in here. Today's big priority, though, was to get this thing going. That's the one, Johnny. That's the emoji. Thank you very much. These planes are coming in too quickly together, so I'm gonna hold you up. They're coming in way too quick, and they're way too expensive. I think we've got to. I think they're way too expensive for what we wanted to do here. They cost 9 million. We were using the 737. The 737s are the best. I probably need to get some 737 models, don't I? I tell you what, the Airbus is not bad. Let's go with the Airbuses. Geez, they go quick. Yeah, we'll go with the Airbuses. All right, you can go now. Yeah, we'll go with the Airbuses for a bit. Those other ones were just a bit too... Like, these things are pretty large for this airport, but I think they're mostly okay. Once I get all the tarmac painted in here, it'll be fine. Where's your buddies? On the way back. Yeah, you can go now. All right, sweet. So these guys are probably bunched up a little bit as well. You can wait there, please. Right, you are taking steel again. Nice. That's lovely to see. That's working. And we're getting the oil down here. We've just got to make sure that that train... Right. It is pulling into here. And we've got plastic back on the deck. Everything's working. That's what we want to see. We'll have to get some more crude here as well. We'll have to deliver some more crude down here just so we can get double the amount back, so we can get double the plastic back. The other thing is this. We'll be getting the plastic again, so that's good. Okay, yeah. And this steel, like I said, we could probably be trucking this down into here now. But we'll leave the boats coming for a little bit. Time for a track ride? You know what we should ride? We should ride this thing just to see how it, comes back into that station. Okay, while I do that, I'm going to take a quick bio break and give the dog a bit of room eat. 1 sec. Oh, that's all right. Centaur, wait till you hear what Amy had to do, or what happened to Amy. The pirates came and blew Amy up, and she lost everything as well. She had to start again. We got no more, buddy. MGL, this must be a new... MGL, have you not caught up with Season 2 yet? Season 2, we're back on the middle island. And we're going to clutter it up with all my detailing and decorating. That's what we're going to be doing in Season 2. I'm really happy though today. I got a lot more done today. We got phase 1 of the new distribution center complete. So I'm really happy with that. The phase 2, 3, 4 and onwards is going to be building it up, decorating it, cluttering it like MGL's talking about, adding to it, bringing more distribution and import and export out of it. So yeah, stand by for that. One thing that I potentially might do, or don't know yet, is maybe run a plane from this area to our old distribution center. The other big one. Run a passenger plane, I was thinking maybe, but I don't know yet. Come on, let's get down this hill. I want to see this braking zone into here. We're going to have to adjust this braking zone down here, I think. This one. So this is the zone we're going to have to fix, I think. Are you putting any tariffs on it? No. Not here, mate. We're already rich enough. We've got 16 billion in the bank. We're right. We don't need tariffs. We don't need them. Okay, that worked quite well. Right. How much are we going to get for 38 bits of plastic all this way? Oh my gosh. Jacaranda oil well. Craggy Crater machine parts. Oh, just a lazy 2 million for that, thanks. Nice one. Look at that. Yes, that's what we want to see. All right, the total tanker trucks are dropping off that. This is all going well. Have we got any passengers for the airport yet? No. Do you know why, Ham? You didn't set up... No one's getting the airport. No one's getting to the airport because you haven't set up the airport link. Yeah, that's my bad. Airport link. We'll just call it the air link. Lost Isles Air Link, sorry. Air Loink? The Air Lionk? It's the Air Lionk. Oh, it is a Air Lionk. Apologies for that bad accent. Via bus. Can you paint it pink? Can you now buy a bus for that? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, we could do cars. You can fit 3 people in the vehicles. Yeah, we could do like little Ubers, couldn't we? Should we do little Ubers? It needs to be a bus, doesn't it? Let's do Ubers. What do we got here? What kind of cars? Honda Civic? No. It's got to be a Toyota Camry if it's going to be an Uber. BMW, Opel, Golf. You could do a couple of Golfs. Let's add a Golf. Let's add Alexis. Johnny says it should be called Nutlick Airlink. Why should it be called Nutlick Airlink? MGL, I feel like you're just trying to cause trouble now. Of course there's... we want the E-Class. Of course there's grass everywhere. We've only just put everything in. Give me a break. Toyota Celica? No, we don't want that. Shame there's no... we'll get a couple of C-Classes. Get me a Volvo. The old Ovlov. Get the Ovlov out there. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 people that's going to take. That's not too bad. Maybe the BMW. Couple of Beamers. We got the Lexus, didn't we? Toyota 4Runner. No, we don't want that. The Ford Escort. No. Honda Civic. No. Renault Clio. That's the 3 Series. Let's get another Golf. Set them on Lost Isles Airlink. Thanks. And we should have called it Uber, really, shouldn't we? Look at them roll out. Ubers roll out. Let's take a drive in the Beamer. Oh no, we're in the Merc. Just use a Union bus, says Johnny. Nah, we're in the Ubers. In the old Hans Gruber. Something a bit different. Well, I mean, we could probably put a bus on there as well. The Burke in the Merc. What does that mean? No idea what that means. Must be a British thing. Now we'll get some people traveling. Why am I the idiot? You're the one that typed it out. Why am I the idiot for saying that? I don't know what it means. What does it mean? Come fly with... Oh, we're switching lanes. That was a lane shift. I need to change the name of this to not bus, but to Uber, don't I? Maybe we'll have some people now wanting to travel via air because we now have the ability to get them to the airport. Right, we'll see how that goes. We'll see if people start... I mean, this town's not huge. They're starting to get machine parts back again now. They do have a timber industry down here. Holy moly. Did they just... Did that... Oh, yeah, it just makes it over the top of that. They do have the ability to do boards down. And we could take this timber up here. I mean, there's that timber place there. That farm's going. But we could take this over to there eventually. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. The main thing is I'm glad it's working. I'm glad everything's working. I just want to see. There we go. We've got some people here now. Ah, to the S. A passenger for the plane. That's what I like to see. See if we get any more. Oh, that person just got picked up. Oh, oh, there's 3 people. We got 3 of them in the old, oh, stop hitting that. We got 3 of them in the old, Golf. Oh, get amongst it. Look at them in there. Oh, that's bloody brilliant. Oh, it indicates. Oh, what a great mod. Oh, look, there's more people. The Merc just dropped off some. Yes, now we're going to have people flying. That'll be $50,000, thanks. $7,000 just to drop the boat from here to here. You get 3 people cost $7,000. Holy snapping duckfish. The main thing is the airport's, we're going to start getting some passengers in here now. I think. Or are they just coming over here for, I don't know, they're going into the airport. They've got to go through check-in. Come on, I want to see the people start queuing up, just to make sure. Ah, there we go. 5. They had to go through, they had to do baggage check-in and everything. Yeah, this is more like it. We might need to get some more Ubers on this, or possibly a Johnny union bus. Maybe one more. I'm going to just rename this Uber. Now, we're looking at rate of 76 every 29 seconds. You know, that's not too bad. But I want to get potentially... Let's get another one of those. Another one of those. Now, that's going to take it right down, but it's going to give us the ability to lift and shift people nice and quick. Okay, these people now have to come over here today. That lady's walking, she's looking a bit crook. What's wrong with... Why you two look like the devil? Oh, you don't. You're just weirdly twins that dress the same. I'm just in my own world here, sorry. Yeah. Neon says Union Bus has to take a break every stop. Hey, look at the trams are starting to fill out now. This is better. Yeah, this is good. Look at this. Yes, good, good. Yes, look at the people flooding into the... Okay, cool. We're gonna do some nice decorative stuff here. Look at the lights here too. That looks great. You can only see them from this way. See that? How good's that? Okay, now to make sure that MGL doesn't have a go at me again while Steven's here. We'll get our dirt. We'll just dirty this place up before we start making it all look pretty. All the new we'll take it back to a base canvas. before we pretty everything up. Things like the airport, though. Let's get our tarmacy. Tarmaca. Probably come out of that rail, to be honest, like that. The cool thing about airport areas is they're always patchy. And this one. Yeah, I probably could have left that grass, but I'm not going to. You know, something like that. Maybe even, you know what? That should probably be brown dirt out there, but whatever. You start to get the idea of what we can do down in here and make it look a little bit better. Get some of the old cracked, this is my cracked texture. No, it's not. Is that the cracked one? That's the cracked one there. See how the pavement's all patchy and stuff? You probably want to get a little bit more of that back. You know, just play around with it like that. Nothing too serious. Get all this fenced off. I'll get some decorative stuff in there. That needs to be fenced off in there too. I'll probably end up putting grass back in here. What grass is that actually? What I'd probably do is probably put more like the dirty grass, maybe like this. Put that through there. Like that's the way they land from. Probably could have stayed within the lines, but he's not going to. No MGL because there's so much retaining. Like there's got to be walls in. For the third time today, I'll say this is what it's going to be ending up something like this over here, right? With a lot of this going on. And I actually ended up putting in my own hangars out here as well and see how I did a lot of fencing work with graveling and that sort of stuff. So it'll be different textures everywhere. Yeah. Lots of different textures in and around. And it will all sort of start to blend and then you won't even really notice it, to be honest. That'll be that there. And yes, I've got an idea for another dam. We're going to have the water. We're going to have the water higher than the lower part. So this is the new dam site here that's going in here. And the water will be higher up in this area than it is down here. So we'll have a look at that when we get through. Jeez, compensating for much, these buildings. But But yeah, I happy with this. It's coming along. Getting some more factories, that sort of stuff down here as well. Really dress this place up. Get some more shipping coming in from down this way and over that way. It'll really bode well for us. Right. Lovely. Happy with that. Where's our Oh, look at that. What a great shot with the Airbus coming over. Right. Team. That's been Transport Fever 2 for today. Oh, next episode will be a recorded one, which will be out as soon as I get it done. Now that we've got this, I can play around with it a bit more. We can start doing some more distribution. So that'll be the next episode for us coming out hopefully this week. Right now, in 7 minutes time, we're going to be over on Planet Coaster 2, putting in some new rides. So, it's good to see so many of you here today, almost 30 people. Well, there's over 30 people here with Twitch and YouTube. So, kudos to you guys and thanks for being here, everyone. That's fantastic to see these numbers growing. Make sure you leave a like if you can. That really helps the channel out and gets our channel going forward. If you want more great Transport Fever 2 action, Stephen Spry, the master in chat here, is running a really good Newcastle series up to episode 20. No, was it 2021? I forget. I think it was 2021. Anyway, but that's it. We're going to be, Amy, we're not going yet. We're going to switch over to Planet Coaster 2, so you can jump over to that on YouTube if you want to hang out for a little bit more. We're going to put in some rides, do some decorative stuff, and have a bit of fun over there. So thank you all for being here for Transport Fever 2. You're welcome, Stephen. Love your work. 21, that's what I thought it was. 21, there you go. It's only because Stephen only just watched 20 yesterday evening. I'd be sneaky watching. I've been being able. It's good because I've been able to catch up with a lot of videos that you guys are doing, like Big A's Hofbergerman series is doing too. So anyway, that's it. Planet Coaster 2. See you all very shortly. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, I'm really glad with our progress today. Really super stoked with getting this phase 1 of this distribution center in. All right. See you over on Planet Coaster 2 in 5 minutes time. Be there.